Hey, what's up, everybody? I just got done with work a little while ago, and I tried to pick at the 55 I got from the junkyard. I try to pick at it a little bit here and there. You know, as you get older, you work a 40-hour week, and then a Saturday on top of that, your energy level's gone, man. So I just kind of tinker with it for about 20 minutes, half hour, then head home. But I finally got just some junkyard black wheels on it to where it's actually, I've got it to where the suspension can kind of sit and relax, and kind of level itself back out. Because what I've found through the years, if you get a car that's sat for a long time, kind of unlevel, if you put all four of the same tires on that car, it's still going to have a little bit of a angle to it. So I'm hoping over time the rear leaf springs will kind of find their area where they want to sit level again. I'm not worried about the front because all that stuff's going to disappear. And I've heard through the years that you could take the front straight axle and even the leaf springs and the perches and everything out of like the mid 50s, early to mid 50s Chevy pickup trucks. So I'd like to do a little bit more research, but that may be the front end that I put underneath of this car, because this car will be a gasser. And I'm not trying to. There's some really nice kits out there, and you could really sink a bunch of money into one of these cars if you want. But I just want to kind of do this one old school. And I've located some Craigers. I don't know what size they are, but the guy said next time it, dries out to come out and dig around. I think he said he's got 2 sets of them, so that's pretty sweet. So like I said, I got wheels on it to where it's sitting level, or at least it's cribbed up where it could at least start to find its level. And I kind of played with the left-hand door a little bit, try to get it a little bit more in position, because the left-hand door is not the original door to the car. I don't know if it was rotted out or if it was wrecked or what, but it's not the original door. And I think they just kind of loosely put it in there. And I'm just trying to make it sit and be as good as it can for now until I can get on it, and put a floor pan in it and things like that. I've also found the rear trunk pan, but once again, I got to take torches out there and cut it out and put it in it. So among all the projects that I got at home, I just kind of a way to decompress a little bit before I head home, I tinker with this 55 for 20 minutes, 25, half hour, something like that, and then I head home. So I'll show you what I've done so far and kind of go over a couple things, and I'll let you guys get back to your day. So let me kind of back up some. I did a short video where it showed the taillights, and when I first brought this back, the back area, your quarters on both sides, like they was really drooped down, and now it's kind of sitting a little bit more where it should be. I just went and got some argon gas and things like that for my welder, but we don't have power down here, so I have to bring 500 foot of electrical cord or something like that to run a 110 welder on it. So I got the taillights. I already had them, but that kind of gives it the cool look, at least in my opinion. And these wheels aren't anything that I'm going to keep on it, but it lets it sit where it should be, to where I do want to try to reuse the original leaf springs that's in the back of it. And I thought that the sedans had 4 leaf springs. I could be wrong. This is actually the first 2-door sedan I've had, so it's got 5 leaf springs in the back on each side, and my impression is it's kind of sitting up. It should be sitting lower than that, but then again, the whole trunk floor is cut out of it. There's no glass in it, no seats in it, things like that. And then the front wheels, the back ones are just some steel 15x7s, but the front wheels are actually off of a 68 Z28, but they're kind of rusty around the bead. But maybe somebody down the line will want them. They're just wheels I had for now, just to have something for it to sit on. And I've got wood. I don't know, you might be able to see it underneath the axle. I got wood at all four corners cribbed up, and I went around and made sure the car is sitting level because I just wanted to start kind of getting its shape back. You know, this car was left for dead. I had to change this drum right here. I had to change the drum, but I keep the drums. I keep all kinds of just roller parts for Tri-5s. And this is what they had. They had some type of a roller bearing with flat washers on it. And then this little tiny thing screwed like about 3 threads in on the spindle. So I don't know where they come up with that apparatus, but nothing was right. So I just took the spindle nut off and just pulled the old wheel off with the drum still connected to it. And if you glance at that front windshield, I had set that back from a car that I took apart years ago, and it's junk. I'm just kind of leaving it in there to keep whatever I can keep out of it for right now. And I'll show you. This is the wheel that was on the front of it. And I don't even know if it's a Chevy bolt pattern. It probably is, but I'm not real sure. But this one right here was actually spinning. The whole stud and everything. And this is what the back of it looked like. This is what I took off the right front of the car. And here's the honcho. That'd be a pretty cool wheel if I had the rest of them. Yeah, that's the honcho. That's what was on the left side of it. And you can kind of see I try to straighten that quarter a little bit. The door. And let me walk back through here and I could show you. I swept it out for, what it was worth. And these areas back here that's cut on both sides of the back seat, I think they did that just to get the center section out of the rear end when it was sitting over there. Easy access, because like all the washers and the nuts that hold the pig in was sitting on that back floor. And this side really isn't too bad, but this side over here had more rust. And then looks like they cut all this out. But I still have more parts for it. Like I got the gauge cluster. I got a glove box. I got a radio if I want to put a radio in it. Got an ashtray. Got a steering column. But like all the window regulators, I'm pulling all them out. I'll probably just put some plexiglass or Lexan windows in the back. And then on the front doors, it was real common. These will be gone. I'll get rid of both of the wing windows. But it was real common. They built a track in here, inside here. It's like almost like a C-channel. And you get your piece of plexiglass that you need for that window. Make it a little bit longer, but you cut it in half. And you make the glass just slide back. Or it can slide the half of it. You cut it in half, so half of it can slide forward, or you can pull it. But you only have half open at a time. It won't roll down no more, but it's made out of plexiglass or Lexan or something like that. And then these dents right here, I had tried to heat it up with a little propane torch, but there's really no access in there. So I have some old quarter panels off of a 55 Chevy, and what I'm going to do is, like this section up here, on the panels that I have, I'll just cut, I'll cut enough and I'll put it right in here. I'm going to get rid of the gas door and everything. So I just don't think I'll be able to get them out of there. And something like this, I'll just eliminate the gas door. The car will have a fuel cell in it anyways. So that's all I've been doing with it, just kind of tinkering here and there, but it is, in my opinion, it's starting to look a little bit better. It really is. I mean, you just, when you get something like this, you know that, guys, this car was left for dead. I mean, I really had to work them guys over pretty good over there just to be able to get this car out of there. And then when I got it home, I'm like, man, this thing is, it just needs so much, you know. But I do believe if I wouldn't have went over and got this car would have never, it had never been out of there. It would have ended up sitting over there, and probably more parts would have got cut off of it, and eventually it would have just been crushed. But eventually I'll get Craigers for it. I'll do some more research on the front end. You can see I got the front tires ain't on even on the ground. I'm trying to see how high the back is going to sit, because the front I want to probably be about another maybe 2-3 inches higher in the front, and the back definitely I want to be down maybe about another 2 inches, to where it's not a real high gasser, but it's just got that menacing stance to it. So tell me what you guys think. You know, I'm just trying to get it to where it can at least sit right here until I can jump onto it. I talked to a friend of mine, and he said that the one-piece floor pans are, it seems like they're back in stock. So maybe here next month or so I'll grab one. Guys, I just got so much other stuff going on that I just try to nibble a little bit at each car I got. And it keeps me fresh. You know, you get a big project like this, if you jumped on this project and just stayed on it until it was done, I mean, not only would it take 2-3 years, you'd probably lose interest in it. Just to be 100% honest, you'd probably lose interest in it. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed just a little walk around on this car. Like I said, this is the Junkyard 55 Chevy. And one day, here real soon, that car will be menacing the streets again. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for stopping by Don's Hot Rod Garage. Catch you guys on the next video.